today I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I found out that I was pregnant. So my period, since it started, which was like 14 years of age, it had always been consistent. It was actually every 28 days. So last month, if I got it on the 10th, this month I'm going to get it on the 8th, the next month I'm going to get it on the 6th, and so on. So I always knew as soon as I'm pregnant, I'm going to find out like that within the month, because my period is always punctual. I have never had no scares of being pregnant. I have never had a miscarriage. I have never been pregnant and something happened to me, so I'm going to know. I met Henry. We started our relationship, and we always knew that we wanted to have kids. We just didn't plan it. We just really did not sit down and talk about it. We did not orient ourselves, like, should we prepare for anything? Is there anything to prepare for? However, because of my health, I had always been frightened of getting pregnant. And even though my cardiologist would tell me, you can have kids, you can go through labor, to me it was like I was looking forward to the end of my life. That's what I was visualizing. And I know you guys are probably thinking, but why? You just never know. Okay, when you have a health problem, even though the doctors tell you you're going to be okay, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that your body's going to respond perfectly well to a treatment, to a human inside your body. And so the time came where Henry and I said, no, not yet. We're not having kids yet. We never tried. We were having sex unprotected, but we weren't trying. I hope you guys get the thing that I'm trying to tell you guys. So we had never tried, okay? We knew that we were not going to even try, that we were not going to be irresponsible and say, let's just do it, and if I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant, if I'm not, I'm not. No, we came to a decision that we were going to start trying when we were ready. And so that became 2017. Me and him got together in 2010. So 7 years later, we start having thoughts of starting to try. I always said, I want to enjoy my husband. If I'm going to travel, I want to travel. If I just want to enjoy him as much as I possibly can before I have kids, and take my attention from my husband, my home, to another child. I didn't want to get married and boom, pop a child, and then it's like you disconnect with your husband because now you got a child, even though that's not the case. And so I said, okay, we are stable. I'm stable. I'm health-wise stable. Being that I have a heart problem, which I had a surgery for, being that I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression and a hypothyroidism, which causes me to gain weight, I was like, okay, Lord have mercy, God take the wheel, we're going to try this, pray for me, pray that everything goes on the way they're supposed to be. So we had an episode where we thought we were pregnant. I went to the doctor. Some tests were showing positive. Some tests were showing positive at the clinic. And it turned out that we were not pregnant. So that was in June. June. That was at the end of June, beginning of July. So I was like, all right. They were like, you know what? Your numbers were out the door. I don't know what happened, to be honest. But, you're not pregnant, blah, 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 blah. We had already told all our family. We were like, we're pregnant. And the excitement was just like, I guess we're not pregnant. Am I going to be another one of those girls that has trouble getting pregnant? No. That's going to mentally, emotionally, and depression-wise screw me over. So I'm like, all right, whatever, bring it on. That's it. We got over that little rough patch. We gave it a break for the month because weird, that time that they told me that I was pregnant, the following period was, oh my God, I thought I was dying. I seriously thought I'm having a miscarriage. There's a child coming out. That's how bad my pain was. So I was like, okay, whatever. There was no miscarriage. There was no nothing. September to be exact. I got my period, things happen, I got pregnant, October comes, and I was expecting my period on the 15th. So I was like, all right, the 15th was supposed to be like a Friday. And that was counting the fact that I was supposed to get it 2 days prior to that, because the previous month I got it on the 15th. So I'm like, I haven't got my period. So I'm like, you know what, let me go buy some tests. So I run to the 99-cent store, come back home, I do a test, and it was like just one line. So it was like negative. And I was like, it was negative. And so I got it, and I just like, literally, I tossed it under the sink. Okay, I don't even know why I chose that place to toss it under, but I just got it and threw it under the sink. I just like, literally just like a frisbee, I threw it in there, and I was like, I'll throw it out later, because I didn't want Henry to know. Later on that afternoon, he's like, so did you do the pregnancy test? And I was like, yeah, but it was negative. He's like, why didn't you tell me? I want to be a part of this. I want to know. I want to see. And I'm like, I just said I wasn't going to be pregnant, so I don't know. So when he tells me that, I'm like, let me go get it. So I take everything out of my cabinet under the sink of the bathroom. I take it out, and I see a second line. And I was like, oh my God. So I come out, and I was like, babe, there's a second line. And he's like, what? And I'm like, look, earlier when I took it, just one line came out. That's why I thought, it was negative. But then the second line came out very faint, but it came out. So I was just like, oh my God, I only got one test. And then I look at the clock, and it's like 8:30 p.m. So I'm like, shoot, the store closes in 30 minutes. Go get me a test. And he's like, no, let's just wait for tomorrow. And I was just like, just go give me a fucking test. Like, when it comes to that, the urge is like, no, quick. So I'm like, all right, whatever. We went, I don't know where, we went shopping, we came back, and I go in the restroom, I take the test, and I think I got 2 of them. Yeah, I got 2 of them. I put the little, the little water urine, and then so the line was a little bit darker than the previous day. And then so I did the second one, and the second one was the same. So I was just like, am I pregnant? And I need to make an appointment, because that was a Saturday. So I made an appointment that coming Monday. I was like, I need to know, because I need to go to my heart doctor. I need him to check me. Oh my God, guys, it was a disaster. If there's a second line, I'm pregnant. I haven't got my period. I don't skip my period. My period is never late. I am pregnant. Then it all sunk in. I started crying. He hugged me. He gave me a kiss. And that was when, like, my whole world was just like, whew, I'm pregnant. For the next 9 months, I'm going to be pregnant. All right. I go to my cardiologist, which was on October 23rd. I remember October 23rd, I was only like 5 weeks pregnant. And he's like, dude, you're barely even pregnant. What are you doing here? And so, that was during the week. That was like a Tuesday, Wednesday. I get to my mom's house on the weekend, and bam, that's where all of my symptoms started. All of November, all of December, I felt like shit. I had the worst nausea. I had the worst feeling of life. I thought, I'm gonna die. I'm dying. This is not human. I don't like this. I don't like the feeling. It's gonna be 9 long months for me. But let me tell you, if I could ever get pregnant again around the same time, I would do it at the same time. At the end of the year. September, I was only pregnant the end of summer, all of fall, all of winter, and some of spring. Yeah, spring. And so I was like, oh my god, I'm dying. 3 months in bed. I only came out of my room to eat and go to the bathroom. My appointments, it was like dragging me out of my bed. It was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to. So it was really bad, guys. So that is how I found out that I was pregnant. If you guys want me to continue with the story, if it feels like this is unfinished, give it a like. Let me know down below. Go in the comment section and put continue. Continue. Just put continue, so I can tell you guys the rest of the story if you guys are interested. But the point of this video was to tell you guys how I found out that I was pregnant, and that's exactly what I wanted to get out to you guys, because I know that I owe it to you guys, because like I said, everything after my cardiologist appointment just went downhill. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.